Okay, guys. Hi. So back here to do some more questions today. I asked you yesterday to do questions 7 and 8 from 2018. So I'm going correcting those now. If you haven't these done, please go ahead and pause this and go and do them, and then come back and check did you get them right. Okay. So write the following numbers in order, starting with the smallest. So we have three numbers here: 73%, 3/4, 0.7, and 4/5. I know that they're quite close in size, but the only way we can really compare, you see, we fractions, decimals, and percentages there, the only way we really can compare those is by making them all decimals. Okay, so let's start with the 73%. 73% as a decimal is 0.73. Let's make 3/4 as a decimal, which is it's 3/4, which is 0.75. If you're not sure, just put it into your calculator and press the SD button. Or alternatively, just go 3 divided by 4. It'll do it in decimal for you. And then we have 0.7. That's the next one. Well, that's already in decimal. So the next one we want to look at is 4/5. And as a decimal, that's 0.8. Okay, so what have we to do? We have to go from start with the smallest. Okay, so the smallest number there is the 73%. So 73%, that is the smallest one. Then the next smallest one would be, no, apologies, I'm wrong. The smallest number is, in fact, this one, 0.70. Then the 73%. Then the 3/4. Then the biggest number is the 4/5. Okay. The population of India is estimated to be about that number of people, over 1 billion, 1,343,000,000 people. Write this number in the form of a by 10 to the power of n, where a is a number between 1 and 10, and n is an integer. So what they want basically is to write this number in this format, okay, where a is some number between 1 and 10, and n is some whole number, be it negative or positive. Okay, the key without these, guys, as I've said to you before, we've had this before, is to put a decimal point between the first digit and the second digit. So 1.3. Now put in the next 4 and 3. But all those zeros, we don't need to put them in here, okay? So it's just put the decimal point after the first digit, okay, and then write the next and non-zero digits multiplied by 10 to the power of. Now, how do we decide what goes here in n? Well, we count how many numbers are after the decimal point. So we put our decimal point here. So how many numbers are after it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9. So that's what goes where 10 is, or where n is. Okay, done. Right, so Mary is taking a trip to India and is texting a friend about the population of that country. Write the number. So they want us to write this number in words. Okay, that's tricky. Okay, you don't see this question very often. So I've already said it, actually. It's 1 billion, 300 million, 343 million. That's it. So 1 billion. Maybe we should, instead of 1 there, I should put in the word 1. 1,343,000,000. Okay, there are 60 people at a party. The ratio of adults to children is 1:5. How many adults are at the party? So the ratio of adults to children is 1:5. So it must be a children's birthday party or something, because there's a lot more children here. So we want to find out how many adults at the party. Well, we've had ratio before. Remember, go back in your copies and check out the steps. I gave you step by step how to do these. Add the ratios together. That's the first step. You get 6. Okay. Then take that number and divide it into the total number of people there, which gives us 10. So that means that one part of this ratio is worth 10. And that's actually all we want to know, because here, that's what they want us to know. They wanted how many adults. So there are 10 adults. So therefore, 10 adults. So if there are 10 adults and there's 60 altogether, there must be 50 children. Okay, 8 more adults join the party and none of the children leave. What is the ratio of adults to children now? So we did have, so adults to children. There was 10 adults, there was 50 children. But now 8 more adults have joined, okay? So welcome to the party. Now it's 18 to 50. That's the ratio now. So we should actually try and break this down as much as we can. What number will divide into 18 and into 50? So 2, so divide both sides by 2, so that leaves us with 9 is to 25. Is there anything that divides into 9 and 25? No. So that's our answer. Okay, that's our final answer. Okay, that is question 7, and we'll stop here and I'll go ahead and do a video for question 8 next.